First Steps podcast is back. We watched the first episode of Paper Girls on Prime Video. This is a show. It's about, who knows what it's about. It's about 4 girls delivering papers, getting in hijinks.
Yep.
We're going to talk all about the first episode. My name is Eric.
I'm Keith.
And this is First Steps. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of First Steps. We watched Paper Girls, episode 1. We're going to talk all about it.
Yeah.
Before we do that, how you been?
Well, I'm so glad you just gave me this opportunity to talk
really?
right now. Yes.
What are we going to talking about?
So, I need to do a public apology to Kesha.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're going
Kesha,
there.
We're going to go there right away from the beginning because I couldn't sleep at night. Love her new show. Total Reversal. Binged it over the past week and I've watched every episode.
Okay, so should I go back and just change that episode?
Yeah,
We'll put in
just
some
splice
stuff.
me out and pop me in.
You watched the whole all
I
of
watched
them?
them all. Yeah. They've gotten better and better with each episode.
Really?
You know what it is? I think I'm finally... It took me a while because she's very different. It's a very different show from other ghost hunting shows.
Yeah.
But it really is just her vibing with the ghost and seeing what happens. And she is legitimately scared sometimes and legitimately curious. And I feel she actually, for somebody who's lived, I think, kind of a hard life, is actually kind of a pure soul. Mm-hmm. And it's an odd mix, but it's actually with her friends there's some really good, powerful moments.
All right. You won me over.
You have to watch it again.
Now, granted, we didn't really totally shit on the show. We enjoyed it for the most part. It wasn't great. Well, I thought it wasn't great.
No,
but yeah, you're
I
saying
agree.
Subsequent episodes just make it better and better.
I don't know if the first episode I just had a learning curve first.
Well, like you said, you're so used to a very specific type of ghost hunting show.
Yeah.
This is not that.
No, and none of the other ones did that too. But she goes to explore Bigfoot at some point. She goes to the Oddfellows Hall. She goes to a haunted opera house and to Harry Houdini's house, where there was some they did seances. Those are the 4 other ones I've seen, and each one is really interesting in its own way.
Very cool. How was Gata in the one episode?
Amazing.
Really? I'm gonna watch
So
it.
good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You won me over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah. Definitely let's watch that one.
I'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah. So that's what I want to get off my chest. So
All
I
right.
apologize to anyone out there who's a fan of Kesha and or the Ghost Show, because you should watch this if you're into ghost shows and give it a chance.
All right.
Yeah.
There we have it.
What else is going on with you now?
Nothing. I bought a 3D printer.
Oh, that's right. Have you set that up yet?
No. Tomorrow.
You keep saying that. You
up
said it
tomorrow.
yesterday.
No. I'm taking the day off of work to set it up even.
Oh,
'Cause I want to
okay.
be thorough. I want to
Good.
get it done right.
Yep.
And I want to print cool shit.
So instead of working, you will be working on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, exactly. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody my work.
I mean, I'm not getting into what kind of day you're taking off. But what
yeah.
I mean, I just like the fact, though, it's not like you're relaxing your day off. You are going to be.
Yeah, I got
'cause you have to build this.
Yeah, I have to build that, and then I'm planning on cleaning the basement because we have a new freezer coming.
Well, this is like your week.
It's gonna be a rough day, dude. It's gonna be enjoyable if this printer goes well. If it doesn't go well, the whole day is just gonna be shit. But moving on.
All right, good luck.
Let's talk about this show that we watched. We watched Paper Girls on Prime Video. I made a note to not say Amazon Prime Video.
You sound like a grandpa.
I do.
Which you're not yet.
No, not yet.
You're barely a father. You're
Exactly.
a father for the... Yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah. So Prime Video, 8 episodes of Paper Girls, all out now. We watched episode number 1. Now I will say, so this is based on a graphic or a comic series.
Which you had read.
I didn't finish it.
Okay.
So I think I only read the first volume, and I loved it.
Yeah.
But life happened. I never went back and read any more. But I do have all of them. So now I'm gonna.
You do?
I do.
Oh,
and I'm
nice.
waiting. I'm like, so should I watch the series first and then read it, or what do you think? Do I read it
always
first?
like to read if I can.
Read it first.
Yeah.
Okay. I
mean,
think maybe
'cause-
I'll do that.
Like, that's what I did with Game of Thrones. I didn't read them, the song.
Yeah.
But I read after the first season, loved it so much, I had to know more. So then I really did enjoy reading it because it got me into the world, and then it helped me to.
That's a good point.
I don't know. Actually,
Yeah.
it depends, but it
does,
did help me to
but
visualize.
The
Yeah,
season that you did not read, not as good as the rest. So what does that say?
and that's what I'm wondering. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah,
All right, let's talk about this first episode. We got a lot to talk about,
We do.
a lot to
Oh.
unwrap
we do.
with this bad boy.
Really? All right.
A lot of people are comparing it to
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, it's obviously their answer.
Okay.
In
You
fact-
thought that when you were
Yeah.
watching it?
Yeah, because it's got that 80s vibe. It's 4 girls instead of 4 guys. instead of the guys wasting their lives away in someone's basement, these are girls who are out there making their living, their fortune. So, of course, they all end up in the same place, some kind of hell.
That's true. All right, but let's get into it. So, it starts out, we're just looking at Ali Wong, and we're like, is that Ali Wong?
Yeah.
I don't think it's Ali Wong. It was
Ali Wong? Yeah, because I didn't even know that she was in it. I thought it was just girls.
Yeah, and Ali Wong.
Exactly.
So it starts out, she's in her house, lights are flashing, she's freaking out. Exactly. Nailed that impression, by the way. And then we cut to a close-up of a young girl, a young Asian girl, not Ali Wong.
Well.
So this is we see 1988. Hell Day. The end of the world as we know it.
Not COVID. So this happened in 88.
Exactly, 88. They were already calling for it.
All right.
But it's 4:30 a.m. And these we start to see like a montage of these girls getting these newspapers ready. They're all paper girls.
I think I'm gonna make it on
No, it was not the Saved by the Bell theme song. It was New Order.
That's right. That's
whatever
right.
that song was.
Yeah,
Great song.
Good soundtrack overall throughout the entire thing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great montage.
Yep.
You know, we get to see all these girls crazy getting up at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
But
sometimes,
like, so I made a comment in the show that like besides the waking up at 4:30 in the morning to do this, like I think I would have excelled as a paper boy.
Really?
Yeah, I think like the you know, you're out there on your own, you're making a living as a youngster, riding your bike. It's solitary. You got your Walkman.
I can see you like, you know, missing the pickup sometimes, so you just have like the front page. And you have to just like wrap up, you know, like
I don't
know, like old
maybe like old newspapers.
Yeah, under the front page just to throw to people.
Probably.
And stuff. I mean, I think it's a lot of work. I wouldn't want to do it. No.
It did look like a lot of work during this entire montage, but they go to another great song, which we had to Shazam it.
Yeah,
is that what the kids are doing it?
Yeah, Shazam. Yeah,
they still doing that?
I don't think so. But yeah, my partner's addicted to this song now.
Work It. Who sings it?
I can tell you that right away.
You look that up.
I have it on my phone.
So they're out there and they're like riding their bikes, and it's the day. It's November 1st. It's the day after Marie Davidson.
Yeah.
Work It. Go check it out. It's the day after Halloween. Not even the day after. It's 4 hours after like Halloween is over.
Right. There are still kids running around causing chaos.
Everything is like toilet paper. So like that made the scene. They're like it's just them. This song Work It playing. Them just riding their bikes through this like hellish landscape of just toilet paper everywhere, and everything's egged and like just craziness. Garbage strewn about all over the place.
I mean, I was just waiting for somebody to get a razor in their candy.
Exactly. So we get going with the girls. The Asian girl's name is Erin. It's her first day, we find out, and she's going to deliver. She delivers her first newspaper. I don't know. She's like taking a newspaper back, and like this racist piece of shit like jumps out and starts screaming at her.
I was confused what that was. Yeah, did she realize she put it on the wrong porch?
I think so, because she said something like, you know, his subscription lapsed, or he doesn't get, you know, he's not supposed to get a newspaper.
Yeah.
But this dude comes out with like, I don't know, he had like a gun
was it
or a bat
or like
or something.
A bat. It was a bat.
He was like threatening this like little girl.
Yeah,
and
she's like 12
her,
years old.
Racist things.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so maybe I wouldn't enjoy being everybody would call me like a fat ginger.
Yeah. Stealing my shit, you fat ginge.
Yeah.
Oi.
And when I get nervous,
like
I pretend I'm British. I'm just a wee lad from around
from the Isles.
Exactly. So but then we meet Tiff. She's this other paper girl, and she goes and she gets in. She starts yelling at the racist guy.
This is like, here's your paper.
Yeah. She wasn't really yelling at him, but she was like, here's your paper.
Yeah.
You know, let's get out of here. You piece of shit, racist. But so like she goes and she saves Erin from this whole thing. Next, we meet the other two paper girls, Mac and KJ. And they decide that this is a great idea. They're going to split into teams to avoid any more trouble. Oh, because part of the thing I missed, that girl KJ was being attacked by these other dudes.
She's like the uppity one. She's like the uppity white girl, and then there's like the low class white girl.
Yeah,
and they're like, you know, I think it's a tale of like, you know, upstairs, downstairs. We're gonna see that coming out, I'm sure, as the series progresses.
Well, the shit like already the one girl got threatened with a bat, and the other girl gets like taken in an alley and like threatened.
Like sexually, almost. They didn't come out and say that, but there was definitely a vibe that there might have been violence of some sort.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, this is not a good thing. Like,
No,
these
no.
girls are out here risking their lives
But then
to
the tough
deliver
girl
papers.
was like, the tough one from the streets.
Mac.
Yeah, she got like the what's it called? Like a firecracker, and she shoots at the guy.
Oh,
which
she
I'm like,
did. That's
like,
right.
Like, that's a little dangerous.
She had like a bottle rocket. Just
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Fuck you, fuckers. It was great. So anyways, they decide they're going to split into teams to, like, safety in numbers.
Right.
They're going to deliver their paper. So they split up. You got Mac and KJ, I think, and then Aaron and Tiff.
Other girl. Okay.
I don't remember. Maybe not. But anyways, there's 2 teams of 2. And they split up. At one point, Aaron then gets jumped. She's having a rough day. It's her first day on the job.
Right.
Not only does she, get accosted with a baseball bat, cursed at, yelled racist things, and now she gets jumped by some creeps, and they steal the walkie-talkie that she had that she was sharing.
Yeah, that's a little
with Tiff.
weird to me.
Yeah.
Like, we think it was the same creeps that attacked them in the thing, and since they got away, they were kind of getting vengeance on
Yeah.
them.
No one saw them.
But he just like grabbed her off the bike, but just like stole her bag with had a walkie-talkie in it, like not her bike or anything else. I would think that you would want to.
Yeah. It was sketchy.
weird.
We figure out why soon. So
Yeah.
we then, all the girls go to get the walkie-talkie back in like this new build home.
Well, they thought it was in there for some reason, right? Did they see someone in there? Why did they think?
I
that
don't
was the
remember
house?
how they got
It was
there.
bizarre. Yeah. Okay.
But they figured it out.
They're like,
somehow.
they got to be in there.
Yeah, I'm like, did
Yeah,
they
like,
found like
it's
the
just like a
GPS? I'm like, this is 1980.
Yeah,
No one's got that.
GPS, right?
So they go in this house and they attack these like just 2 dudes that are in there, and like we're like, wait, no, those are not the same guys as earlier.
Well, they were like behind this like plastic sheet in the basement.
Yeah.
The lights were kind of going on and off.
They
It was
attacked
really
with
creepy.
like a field hockey stick or something.
yeah,
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah,
KJ was out there
just
swinging that
wailing at
around.
them, yeah.
So they attack these 2 dudes, and then they go back out. The sky is just bright pink.
But the guy, didn't they save somebody down there, or they stopped somebody from doing something? But it looked weird. He was
there
like,
was shit going on that we didn't really see.
we didn't
they got
see,
in
right?
there.
The guy
Attacked.
had like some weird thing on his face, but they were scared about what they saw.
Exactly.
They ran outside, and then the
Yeah.
shit, the
my
sky's weird.
My notes are not as detailed as they usually are because I was very engrossed by this entire thing.
Okay.
So but then they get out. The sky's weird, and they're like, WTF.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a thing then.
Yeah.
Kids said
Did they say
WTF then.
Did they actually say that, or you just
No.
said that? Okay, gotcha.
They could have.
I don't think they said that either.
They would have been famous if they came up with WTF.
Yeah.
What the farts?
Oh my God, Belinda.
None of them are named Belinda. Don't confuse.
That's a good 80s
Don't
name.
confuse
Though.
the
There should have been a
listeners.
Belinda.
Yeah.
That's a missed opportunity.
And a Barbara. Well, there was a Barb in Stranger Things. They can't.
Oh, that would have been good fan service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, they go and they're riding their bikes out there. They're going to Aaron's house.
Yeah.
And there's no people on the streets. No power
No
in any of the
cars.
buildings.
Yeah.
No cars out there.
Yeah.
So
What?
they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
They decide to they're just going to hang out in Aaron's kitchen. So
Right.
they're just sitting on
Wait.
the floor.
No, they're not in Aaron's kitchen yet. They're
Mac's kitchen?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So they're just hanging out, just shooting the shit, just talking, getting to know each other.
Right.
And then tons of these more lights and sounds outside.
Mm-hmm.
So they go to explore. Mac, not a great idea. Gets like her brother's gun or father's gun or something like that.
Of course. Why not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Terrible idea.
We know what side of the political fence their family's on.
So exactly, they're like put the gun back, and they're like battling for
Yeah.
it. Of course,
Goes off.
yeah. Aaron gets shot.
Yes, of course. Aaron's bad day continues. Why not?
Fucking worst day ever
This is our first day on the paper
Yeah.
trail.
on the paper trail, making that money. Not worth it if you ask me.
No, I mean you're the one who wanted to take the job.
I know. I
said
changed
no.
my mind.
Yes.
I changed my mind. So now they take a car and they're out driving, trying to like get her to a hospital or
And I was
whatever.
like, what makes them think that the hospital is going to be staffed?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they didn't know what was going on. You got to. I mean, they're not going to save Aaron. You got to
Well,
go.
I guess they're in bad situations because then what's her name is driving.
Yeah, KJ or Tiff.
KJ? Okay,
One of them.
yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, yeah, they're driving. They're like, I've never driven a car before.
Well, go faster. She's
Yeah.
dying.
So
Now they're from like the Bronx or something.
exactly, go faster. But they stumble into like a gun battle. between like these groups of like
like alien-looking guys, right? Or like
and they
space-looking
only
dressed.
Yeah,
yeah.
They're normal looking
Yeah.
people, but they have like shiny
And like
outfits
shaved
on.
heads.
Yeah, but their outfits, were they shiny or were they just like pure white? I don't remember. Or both.
I thought it was
think
like
a combination of
plasticized.
both.
Like the one was like a plasticized with like weird shoulder blades and shaved heads,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
other one was like
it was the 80s.
yeah.
So-
And the other one were like looked like the guys from Dune. Like kind of decrepit leather looking
Yeah.
things.
So yeah, there's like two groups of people. There's like some Mad Max looking dudes,
Yes.
and then like some fancy 80s like I don't know.
I don't even know what it'd be like Mark and Mindy shit.
Yeah, or like that Samantha from Mannequin,
Yes.
just all dressed like her in Mannequin.
yeah. So
What's
what
her
side
name?
would you be part of?
What's her name's not Samantha. That's her Sex and the City.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name.
Kim Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall.
Yep.
In Mannequin.
Yep. I mean, just by looking at them, I obviously was on the team of the slicker ones.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Obviously, and I was on the other dudes.
Yeah.
Because they had like cool beards and they were like badass.
Yeah. They had like weird cheek implants.
But they had the way they spoke too. It was like sometimes they didn't speak English. They spoke a weird language, and sometimes they spoke English. It came out of like a radio
It's
or like a
weird.
transmitter.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so they have like some sort of like translator,
Universal translator or something on it. Yeah.
So they get the girls get grabbed out of the car, and we don't know which side's good, which side's bad.
Yeah.
So they're fighting them off. They run out. There's guns shooting off everywhere. People dying.
Yeah.
So they run into like a forest, and at this point we see like Erin has like these weird bugs all over her stomach,
Yeah.
and not just the regular forest bugs.
No.
Science bugs.
Yeah, they were like millipede, but like you said, science. Yeah.
But they were like kind of like
Computer-generated
little
millipedes.
robot type things.
Were they supposed
looking.
to look like computer? I wasn't sure if that was just bad.
Bad CGI,
Yes,
or if they were supposed to look. Yeah, I don't know. Combination of both, probably. But yeah, so we see. I think it was the Mad Max guys that put those bugs on her, and so we kind of seeing that they're the good guys. They're the ones helping them out. So they run
Right, because that
off.
like healed her up.
Yeah,
Right.
They run off. They're running through the forest, and like Erin's like passed out from the gunshot,
Yeah.
the bugs, and all of a
Waking up
sudden
at 4 a.m.
she's laying in a chair. Also true. She's laying in like a chair, and like there's just like a giant Ronald Reagan talking to her.
Yes, that's right. It was weird, but like a robot Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was like a CGI of Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, it was very strange.
But almost with that uncanny valley. So it's like, wait, is this just a distorted image, like a video of him, or is this a CGI? And I couldn't
Yeah.
quite tell what I was looking at.
And that's when I had to explain that Ronald Reagan is dead. And so you're like, oh, so it must not have been the real Ronald Reagan. Must have been some sort of a CGI version of him.
Well, I mean, it could have been a video.
deepfake.
It could have been, yeah, exactly, a deepfake video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're getting yelled at by these Mad Max dudes, like, get in the capsule. I'm like,
What are you talking about? We're not going on a capsule. And
Yeah.
then, all of a sudden, Mark and Mindy, they're firing their
Dead.
blazers.
Yes. Yeah, so they're like,
Not their blazers, their lasers.
they're shooting out their blazers. They have like this like shoulder pad blazers on.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's just shit's fucking like crazy. Everything's chaotic. You don't know what's happening. It was portrayed really well because like
Yeah.
it must have been like that feeling from these girls. They have
Yeah.
no idea who to trust.
Yep.
What the fuck's going on?
Yep.
They're told to get in this capsule. This girl was shot, and now she's healed.
Yep.
So it was really well done. Where they're like, "We're not getting in there," and then they booked it.
Yeah.
Smacked him with a field hockey stick and got out of there.
Well, wait. So the protector guys, the Mad Max guys, kind of like get hurt, and they're like, "Go, keep running, take this book or whatever it was," and and
Yes.
I don't know, and go to the
That's
safe
right.
house or something. Go
Well,
somewhere.
they were going then to Erin's house. Erin said she didn't live
That's
far
it.
from there. But
So,
yes,
yeah.
we did see then. You're right. The other
Yeah, 'cause then, like-
80s themed
Yeah.
ones realize that they're kind of bad because like the one leader was like, "Kill them all," or some
Yeah, that's
shit
when I
like
knew
that.
they were bad. Yeah, and she looked bad because she wasn't all remorseful. She was just striding. Of course, I loved her. Yeah,
Yeah, you did love
Had like
her.
a Ben Jesuit kind of look to her.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what I thought too. Ben Jesuit. I don't know what that means, but I wrote it down.
I think that's also from the Dune universe. Those are like the ladies that are like,
yes.
yeah.
Okay. I thought it was like the
another-
Church of Latter-day Saints.
No. Saints.
The Ben Jesuits. They come around, try to go door to door.
Oh yeah. This is what happens. It's like when they come around and when the Mormons are there, it's just laser fights.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then they go. They're like, Aaron's like, okay, I don't live far from here. Let's just go to my house.
Yeah.
Go to her house.
Yep.
Walk in.
Yep.
What do we see?
Ali Wong.
Ali fucking Wong.
And we're like, oh. So
and then they're like,
so you see, that was her that you saw.
Yeah. So and then
Yeah.
the beginning came together. And like they're like, why are you in my house? Why are you in my house? And then like KJ was like, they're the same person. Like she put it together that like that's her. And then holy shit, they both say it.
Holy shit.
Aaron.
Yep.
And Aaron.
Yep.
Holy shit. Credits.
Yeah.
The Bengals.
Bam.
You were very excited for the Bengals.
Yes. Hazy shade of winter.
Which I
look
am
around.
not familiar with that song at all. Loved it. So I learned 2 new songs in this one episode that I like.
Yeah.
Work It.
Yep.
Hazy Shade of Winter.
Yep.
Is that what it's called?
I think so. Yeah. Cover of what did we figure out? It was a cover of.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Right, which is a much more like somber and still kind of like scary, but this is more of a rockin' version.
Hazy Shade of Winter, Whiter Shade of Pale.
That's a good one too.
2 different songs.
Mm-hmm. Definitely 2 different songs.
Both, like just kind of, I don't know.
I mean,
They sound kind of depressing songs.
Sure. Yeah. Great comparison there. Yeah.
Nailed it. They sound sad.
And Whiter Shade Pale was not, to be clear, in this episode.
No, that would have been great.
Right, yeah.
Just it's just Halsey singing Whiter Shade of Pale.
Wait, Halsey sings it now?
Well, I'm gonna proposition her.
Oh, wow.
And I'm gonna ask her to sing this song. So that was our first episode. Before we get into our review, let's talk a little bit. What this led me to think, what was your first job as a kid? Did you have a job when you were a youngster?
Yeah, my first job was. Did we talk about this in this podcast? I was a library page, so I put away books on library shelves.
Like at a public library?
Yeah.
Is that how you got on track to your career of?
No, not really. I didn't like it very much.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
just a lot of work. It was just a lot of work, like shelving stuff. But you learned about the what's that system?
The Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah,
it's true. Well, yes, but we don't use that for fiction. So, like, you use it for nonfiction only, and then the fiction is by last name.
Alphabetical.
Exactly.
By last name.
And so when you have to
you
put
couldn't
away,
read.
No, I could read okay.
Oh.
But like, you have no idea how many Daniel Steele books the ladies of Orchard Park read, because we had thousands of Daniel Steele books, and you had to put those all in the right order. And it was like, wait, and she has like Broken Heart, Brilliant Heart, and you're like, what the fuck? Where do I put all these?
So it's by last name of the author and then title of the book.
Exactly. Branded Heart, and you're like, how many books has fucking Daniel Steele written?
Well, good thing was it V.C. Andrews?
V.C. Andrews,
all her
Belva
shit.
Plain.
Was her the
Flower?
ones?
They're all flower names. Hers.
Oh, okay. What was the one that was like? M is for murder.
That's Sue Grafton. And that was another one.
Those have to be easier though, right?
That's going. Yeah, that's going. X is for
you know which order.
Yeah, that's a go. That's what we want.
Did she complete the alphabet?
I think so. I think she's in like double D now.
Oh, She went back through.
Yeah, that's what she's doing now.
All like AA is for aardvark of death.
Yes, exactly. What I heard is she wants to like AAA. It's going to end real meta.
She's going to be writing
pamphlets
for the AAA.
Yeah. That's what she's trying to get to. But yeah,
right.
So that was my first one. Was yours Be Quick? I'm imagining by our stories I've heard. No,
that was not my first one. So I started working when I was 15. I was doing. I was a dishwasher at a bar and restaurant in our neighborhood.
Nice.
Started out just Friday nights for fish fries. It was very busy Friday nights. The German potato salad and the fish fries.
Yeah. Did you do one of those sprays? You gotta hold it down and spray.
I did.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it was very, very fast paced. I stunk so bad because it was all fish.
I can imagine.
And then there was people that order the broiled fish, so they would put them in a pan, and then all that shit would get baked on there.
Yeah.
And it was a long night. We'd be there until 11 or whatever. But yeah, I was 15.
Yeah.
And I would just get paid in cash.
That's nice.
But every once in a while, at the end of the night, he's like, hey, throw in some chicken wings or some
really
French
nice.
fries for you. So we would do that. at one point, like, because the owners lived upstairs too, so they would just be like, "We're going to bed."
Yeah.
And then they're like, at one point we're like behind the bar, like serving bar drinks for both. Me and my buddy worked there. He was like a prep cook, and I was a
amazing.
dishwasher. We were both 15. So yeah, it was.
He was
it was
a prep cook at 15?
Yeah.
Is that even legal?
I don't know. I don't know, man. This place was not above board. We would serve Clams Casino, and they would just buy canned clams, mix it with the...
I know what you're going to say.
With the stuffing, and then we would have clams when people would order clams, and we would have to... I would have to clean the clam shells.
Oh my God, that's so gross.
And we kept the clam shells.
Now that's not usual, right?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't eat shellfish.
I mean, it's just a tiny plate. Why not?
It's so weird.
Yeah, it was weird when I had to because then sometimes the little stuff gets stuck on the clams, and I'm
yeah.
like sitting there like peeling it
And
off.
then you got to shoot it down with the
Spraying me back in the face.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was a
clam
mess.
juice.
The worst though was like I had to, and I mean, you get over it real fast, but
Yeah.
like reaching your hand in and grabbing out the just giant chunks of like food
Like
from
canned
people's
fish
plates.
and
Just
and
everybody's food
shellfish.
and like throwing it in the garbage.
Yeah.
Like it sounds gross at first, but then like it's
kinda fun later
you just
on.
Go.
You can have a
Man, I
good
don't think
time.
it was ever fun. It was
kinda
pretty
get into
gross. But yeah, so that was my first gig, and
Wow.
then after that, I quit that job to go work at Be Quick, which is
Quick.
that was our little
A local convenience shop.
convenience store.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I started working. Then I went to after that, being a recreational assistant at a nursing home,
oh.
which was a lot more fun.
A lot more
but
fun.
kind of
Yeah,
sad
recreation.
sometimes, too. But yeah, I played bingo with them.
And then Doris doesn't show up the next week, and you're like, "Where's Doris?" Wow,
I mean, yeah.
she moved
yeah.
on.
Oh, Doris. That happened a lot. Yeah, Walter. They were some good people, though. Yeah. But we played bingo a lot. I read to them. It was fun.
That is fun.
Yeah.
Anytime you could play bingo for work.
Exactly.
It's a win.
Exactly.
And then I also just wanted to talk about. So this is based on a comic book, graphic novel.
Yeah.
And there are a ton of there are a ton of adaptations coming to television services
Yeah.
from comic books,
They
graphic
finally
novels.
have realized that they don't need to just recycle things from the old times anymore. They can look into new things and make new things. It's great.
And specifically not like 'cause, I mean, every day there's the superhero ones.
Sure.
We're always seeing
Right,
those.
right.
Specifically not superhero ones, more from like some indie comic book places. And I
Okay.
have a list
Yeah.
from this is from what's on Netflix.com. So this must just be stuff coming to Netflix.
Okay.
But there's a ton, way more than I thought. So I'm not gonna do all of them.
Do you know all these? A lot of them?
No, I'll just do some of the highlights in my opinion.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So Berserker, this is a comic that was like written by Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
I never read it, but it got like everybody loved it.
Yeah. I mean, that's Keanu.
Yeah, so he's set to voice and star in both a live action adaptation and an anime version of this.
Amazing.
Last Sons of America. I don't know what that is, but it's got Peter Dinklage tied to it for a sci-fi adaptation.
Okay.
Something is Killing the Children is one of my favorite books now. It's been out for a little while, but I'm just getting caught up in it now. I think there's maybe like 3 volumes out, and it's about this woman who's like a monster hunter. And
Sounds
she
cool.
has to like stop this in the first volume, stop this monster that's like just killing these children. So it's very dark,
Yeah.
very sad,
Yeah.
but so beautifully drawn and really well written. And then when I read this, Mike Flanagan is
you love Mike
tied
Flanagan.
to adapt that series. So very excited about that.
Any date?
No, nothing. I could probably look up more
Got it.
about this stuff.
But
this article is fairly. Oh no, it came out at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
So some of these might
it
not
could
even
be
be
coming- it
happening.
could be- oh, really?
Or some of them could be coming tomorrow.
Imminently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another one. The Killer is a book
sounds
about a hitman. Very
killer.
very well made book. Yes, A Killer, and this is going to be directed by David Fincher to star Tilda Swinton and
I
Michael
love her.
Fassbender.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Some other ones. So then Netflix has ties to this whole So Mark Miller is a comic book
Yeah.
writer.
I'm thinking of Frank Miller. I don't know Mark Miller.
We've talked about him previously because Netflix bought like Miller World is what he calls it.
Like the Shonda Rhimes equivalent.
Basically,
Got
yes. So he does his kind of style of writing is to write these small, like 6-issue arcs that like you could see being turned into TV.
I like it.
And like, so we did Jupiter's Legacy. That was one of his.
Oof.
Unfortunately, didn't go well. And then he did an anime series called Super Crooks, which I never watched.
Okay.
But he's got a project coming up called American Jesus.
Okay.
It's an action comedy, multilingual series about Jesus Christ returning to Earth.
And it's a comedy.
Yep.
okay.
And then The Magic Order. It's a series akin to Harry Potter in that it's about a magic order. And then one I'm looking forward to, there's a book called Huck that I really enjoyed about this kind of dumb, like very, like he could jump real good. It's not some of it, but it was really good. He's got a heart of gold.
So that one surprisingly enough, it sounds like has been picked up.
Huck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think pretty much anything that Mark Miller has written is like fair game for this thing.
Wow. So what are ones coming out are there any ones that you want to see out that are not on the list that you found? I don't really read a lot of graphic novels.
Yeah, so there are so you're saying in a perfect world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like what are the ones would you like to see out?
I would love, there's a comic series called Day Tripper. It was written by Gabriel Ba, and it is about, it's just a day in the life story, but it's the most heartfelt story I've ever read. About just one guy living and dying and his family. And it is such a good... I recommend it to literally everybody. I've read it multiple times, and it is an amazing book.
So
definitely read Day Tripper.
Was it so it's a graphic novel? It's
a graphic novel.
How long? How many pages? Like a normal size one? Like 200
Like
pages?
150 pages.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
So it could definitely be done in, like, I would say, probably like a... what was that show with the girl from American Pie?
Wait, well, which one? There's so many of them now.
She was...
Thorne Birch?
No. The girl that you want to be a drag version of.
Oh, Natasha Lyonne.
Natasha Lyonne from American Pie. Russian Doll. First season of Russian Doll, I could see being comparable to this. Like just 6 short episodes, tell the story, move on, be done with it. No season 2. Don't fuck around with stupid season 2.
Yeah.
You watch season 2 of Russian Doll?
I have not. No.
Not very good.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I mean, I do want to. It just haven't. But anyway, yeah. All right, cool.
But yeah, that
Nice.
would be like the one. Like,
Okay.
'cause I constantly tell everybody about that. But yeah, there's a book called Tales of Sand. It was a Jim Henson like script.
Oh, interesting.
That was...
That I remember reading about that. It came out a couple years ago. They released it, right?
It's been released and re-released a few times in
Okay.
different forms. So they did a graphic novel version of it.
Okay. Made a lot
and
of good waves.
It's there's very little dialogue in it. It's beautiful, but I would love to see that like kind of like done as it was intended in a like
That's
a
a matter
show
of
or a
time.
movie.
I bet that'll come. Yeah.
So I think it wasn't. I think it was scrapped initially because it's very fantastical, and I think that it would be hard to do. But I don't know if anybody can do it. It's the people making movies these days.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. There's so many coming out. Grendel is a great
Grendel.
series that's coming out.
What's that? Is that a horror one? It sounds like some horror thing.
No, it's like
The Grendel.
It's I don't know. He's like a hitman or something. I don't know. It's kind of superhero-ish.
Okay.
But
Sound
that
like
was
the Danish Grendel's mother?
No, and then like we've got the Sandman. That's the big one coming
of course.
out.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah.
soon.
Yep.
Neil Gaiman's version of that.
Yep.
So, yeah, lots of comic book, graphic novel stuff coming out.
Yeah, right. I forgot that was based on that.
Yep. Yeah, we'll definitely watch that.
Oh yeah, next week probably, right? This coming week.
Yeah, beginning of
Soon,
August.
it's coming out
very
already.
soon.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
But yeah, so definitely
Lots to look forward to.
lots of stuff coming out that you can go back and read, and you can watch it coming out. But all right, let's talk about Paper Girls though.
Yeah. Is this still being made? In terms of not the show,
comic?
the comic, yeah.
No, I think it's done. There were 30 issues, and I
Okay.
think it's finite. It's
Okay.
dunzos.
Cool. So there is a storyline that they're going to try to follow. Then.
Yep.
It's got
Yep.
it. Yeah.
And just based on the first episode, it seems to be fairly in line with it.
And that first episode was like the first 100-page graphic novel you read, or was it the first like issue of like a short comic book?
Yeah, it was like the first. Yeah, like the first issue.
Okay.
So what was your thoughts about the first episode of Paper Girls?
I really liked it. It didn't. It was. There was a lot of A to C, not and bypassing B. Like I kind of feel like what actually happened. Like they went down into a basement that I don't really know how they found that particular one. It was kind of weird.
Gotcha.
And then they came back up, and all
There's
of a
no
sudden the world was,
explaining how shit happened. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was
it
something
was
weird.
fast.
Something weird happened down there.
Yep.
They came back out. Even something much weirder happened outside.
Yes.
The girl got shot. Aliens started coming around, running around, and then all of a sudden we're in the future.
Very good.
I don't really
yes.
know what happened and how
Yeah.
that all happened, but I was entertained the entire time watching it.
Now, does it make you want to watch more to see, get
Yes.
more answers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it was only like 38 minutes.
Yeah.
So it was a short show. Wasn't
I think it felt longer than that, though.
Yeah, 'cause so much happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. There was very like little explanation for that stuff. For a lot of that stuff, like how they found that house.
Yeah.
Like they went in the basement. It all seemed like everything was just thrown together really quickly to get from point A to
Yeah.
C.
And I'm wondering if it's going to be one of those, and you've read more of it, so maybe, I don't know if it's going to be more one of those as we kind of progress, like they wanted to get us into the world, and now they're going to show us some of the backstories as we're in the world.
I think that's
So
what
that-
it's going to be.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I do think they wanted to get to that surprise, like cliffhanger ending to
With Ali
include
Wong
the
and
first
her,
one.
her younger self. Okay, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, for me, total binge.
Yeah.
All 8 episodes are out right now, so you can watch the
Yeah.
whole first season, which is great. Not many places are doing that anymore. It seems like
Yeah, I was surprised when you said it was all out.
Yeah.
Like, it's really just Netflix now. I think everybody else is kind of pulling
Prime.
back for
This
that
is
model.
Prime.
This is Prime.
And- yeah, and
This
Netflix is
wait,
doing
what
it
is it?
too.
Amazon
Prime Video.
Video is doing
Yeah.
it. Yep.
So yeah, I am definitely looking forward to watching episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully this week will. I don't know. It's probably one of those we'll cruise right through it.
Maybe
I don't know how
tomorrow
long
when
the
you're building,
episodes.
Could you or does Liz want to watch it?
Yeah, I
too?
gotta wait.
Yeah.
We gotta wait.
Yeah.
Also, I need to have it 100% focus. On
Oh, right. You don't do what I
this.
do when you're kind of like 90%.
Not when I'm
not
like,
focused.
yeah,
10%.
most things yes, but not
Okay.
when I'm like trying to like put together a sensitive piece of machinery.
Yeah. Okay.
So
All right, that makes sense.
But yeah, very soon I will be continuing and watching. I don't know if
Yeah.
they're all as short or around half hour.
Yeah, I didn't see ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
No, it was good.
check
It
out.
was good. I would put it. I mean, I would easily binge if someone else wanted to. It's a definitely solid watch for me, if not a binge too.
I'll put you
enjoyed
on the
it.
rating scale, right in between.
Yeah, right. Bing, boing. Yeah,
Exactly.
right there. Yeah, right there.
Bing, boing, boing.
You got it. Right there. Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Yeah.
Watch
yeah.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. Go check it out. And it was very much like it definitely did have those Stranger Things vibes, like you said. It's very Spielbergy
Yep.
in that it's like Goonies, like
Yep.
kids, like
I'm
trying to
expecting a little
solve-
sidekick is going to pop out sooner or later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Or a robot.
Oh, that would be a good one too. Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely like kids saving the world vibes. We talked about it before in an episode. I don't
We'll talk
remember-
about it again.
I don't remember which one, and we went through like our favorite kids save the world.
Yeah.
things.
Shark Girl and Lava Boy.
Yep, Mighty Ducks.
You know them. You've seen them all.
Exactly. All right, I think we've said enough. Go watch Paper Girls on Amazon Prime Video. All 8 episodes out now. Go read the book. 30 issues. It started in 2015. It's done.
Yeah.
Brian K. Vaughan, Cliff Chang. Great book. And the style in the one thing we didn't talk about, the style in the video, very reminiscent of the art style that is done
That's cool.
with the pinks. There's a lot of pinks
A lot
and
of
like
pink.
blues and like bright
hyper colors.
Yes.
Yeah. Hyper Technicolor looking.
Yeah.
It was really great.
All right, go check it out. Do what we say. And also go to YouTube, type in Pop Culture Playground, check out our socials. We got Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, First Steps Podcast, everywhere you get
Yeah, you
sweet
turn this way,
content.
here it is. Turn that way, there it is.
There it is. Oh, what are we going to do now? And then
Like Groucho Marx.
listen to our podcasts. Everywhere podcasts are available. You turn it over here, podcast. Oh. We've
got a visitor.
kitty visitor.
But yeah, check us out. 5 stars if you do.
Yeah, 5 stars if you go to Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcasts. You can leave us a rating there. And yes, thank you so much for watching this episode, listening to this episode, however you absorb this information. This is Magnus, my cat. If you are watching, you just saw an appearance by him. That's it. You got anything else to add?
Have an awesome week.
Yes, thanks so much. We'll talk to you next week. Bye. First Eps podcast is back. We watched another new. I always say that. I don't need to say that. It's the whole premise.
There's
of the show.
new. It's
Scratch
new.
that.
It's always
over.
new. We watched it. It's new.
All right. First Eps podcast is back. This week we watched the first episode of Paper Girls.
It was a new episode.
It was new. God damn it.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right.